Air Penny 2, Atlantic Blue.
SB on the track.
What's going down? My peoples come first. Worst come the worst come the worst. My peoples come first. Worst come the worst. Worst come the worst. My peoples come first. I got worldwide family all over the earth, and I worry about them all for whatever it's worth. From the birth to the hearse, through streets the guns burst. Words I disperse are here to free minds, and if mine are needy, I need to feed mine. Worst come the worst.
Set up shop and write a verse. Actually, what? That's best come to best. My lyrics take care of me, they therapy, get shit off my chest. Extra stress, 4 over the score. Different patterns of rhyming prepare me for war.
Worst come the worst, my peoples come first. I'm a glutton for the truth, even though truth hurts. I've studied with my peoples on streets and in church. We make it hard when we go on first. Long road, honor of the samurai code. These California streets ain't paved with gold. Worst come the worst, my peoples come first.
I got it back. At the end of the day, we could go our separate ways, but the song remains, it won't change.
Alright, so what's up YouTube? Just another quick pickup video for you here today. And we have the Air Penny 2s in the Atlantic Blue colorway. This is the most recent version. I don't have an original pair. This is the pair from 2009, the first retro version. I believe they released again in either 2015 or 2016, but I didn't buy that pair. So we'll just do a little quick comparison between the two. Overall, I think these are pretty nice retro relative to what the Penny 2 retros have been. In terms of, you know, just the overall shape and everything is pretty much the same. They didn't really make any major changes to the shoe relative to any of the other retro versions of the pennies. If we're going to compare them to originals, then we could really get into like shape differences. Obviously the air unit, the original Penny 2s have like the big air unit that all the Air Maxes used to have. But yeah, we'll just do a quick comparison with these. There are a few notable differences. The first obvious one that we noticed like when the pictures first came out is that this new pair has a solid blue outsole, whereas the retro pair and all of the other previous versions of this shoe have had a translucent blue outsole. As you can see, this pair is old, so you know it's starting to turn green, but it's like a translucent blue versus just like the solid blue on the new pair. And then some of the other things I noticed once I got them in person, like the old pair has it's like a straight synthetic. The white leather is just straight synthetic. This one, I can't tell if it's real leather or if it's synthetic, but it's definitely nicer to the touch. It looks like it's a nicer material. Like when you pinch it, it actually creases, and you get those little creases in it. So it's softer to the touch for sure. It's not gonna do as well with creasing though. That's kind of the give and take with that. To be honest, I don't mind when they use a synthetic, especially if that's what they used like originally. Just use a nice one. The one on these isn't that nice. It's pretty thin. The other thing was the pull tabs. So for instance, the pull tabs on these and on the originals, if you see there, it's black and then it has like just some blue dots in it, some blue like dash marks or hash marks in it, and that's how it was on the original, these, and I believe the 2016 retro. And on these, for whatever reason, they decided to switch it up, so it's pretty much, honestly, it's blue. The whole tab is blue, and then it kind of has like black stripes going through it. So like looking at it, you know, just looking at it, it looks more blue than black, whereas the old pair definitely looks more black than blue. That's one of those subtle differences, but you know, it's a difference nonetheless. And then one of the other things that they actually fixed was the tongue. So if you notice here, the tongue, it's all blue. You have this strip of white going around, and then around the penny logo there's a couple layers of material, 2 more layers, and they're both blue. This is how it was on the original Penny 2s. So they actually fixed that, as opposed to, I think they fixed it on the last retro, not this retro. But it was wrong on this pair, where you have the blue tongue, but then you have you have more blue here, and then you have one white level and one blue level. So let me put them next to each other so you can see the difference. So you can see, putting them next to each other, where that white strip is in the tongue is in 2 different locations, but the new pair, this is the correct version compared to the original. So that's one thing that they did fix. Like I said, I didn't buy the last retro, so that's one thing that's new to me as far as having the correct tongue. I've seen some other, like in some other pictures, it does seem like the blue, let me get the same shoe. It seems like the blue is a little different between the 2 pairs. I can't really tell. I mean, it looks a little different in person, but not anything crazy. Honestly, I don't know how it's going to show up on camera, but that's one of the, like, that's a small thing. It's not like, you know, one of these is like off, like it's not Atlantic blue. They're both still Atlantic blue. They just look a little different. But to be honest, and that's really about it in terms of the differences. Like even the insole is the exact same thing, just swoosh with air under it. It's black. Like, so for the most part, everything is the same. I also have seen a lot of people complaining about the tongue on the new pair being kind of short. I was looking at them when I took my old pair out, and to be honest, it looks like it's the same height as this pair. And like I said, I haven't bought any of the penny retros since this pair, which was 2009. So I don't know if they're comparing that to some of the more recent penny retros. I'm not sure. But the tongue height on both of these seems to be about the same. And that's really about it. I know they did a lot of, you know, penny colorway or penny 2 colorways on this run of retros, but this is the only original one, so this is the only one I was really checking for. I'm glad it was pretty easy to pick up. I think they're still sitting like on Nike.com in most sizes, so if you haven't picked them up yet, they're still there for you. Yeah, that's pretty much going to be it on the Air Penny 2 and the Atlantic colorway. As usual, if you like this type of content, do all that good YouTube stuff for me. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you on the next one. Peace out.